At this stage, I have the base of my object projected back, so I can see the square parts here, I can see where the slant is coming up at the back. And I'm going to start projecting the handle now. So again, using my 3060 set square, I'm going to bring back this corner point here. So project that back along at 30 degrees. And then from my elevation, I'm going to project that back to where it meets. Like so. And I get my 2 points on the top of the object there. So 1 and 2. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to project the height. So I'm going to take this height here and I'm going to project that back. Okay. And once again, I come back to my plan, project those points from my plan, across. Where they intersect, that gives me my height. So if I follow my lines back, follow my line over, I have 1 point here, follow that one back here, the other one is here. So I can see that this is going to be the front of my handle. I'm just going to draw that in lightly there. So the handle is square, we can see that because we can't see it getting wider at any point. So the next point I'm going to project back is the end of it here. So project that back along. And again, whether it intersects those lines, again it has to be along the same plane. So I'm going to look for those. So I'm going to have a point here. And I'm also going to have a point here. So the top of my handle looks a bit like that. Again, it's coming along like that. So the last thing I need to do with the handle now, okay, is find where it slopes down. So I need to project these points back. Again, projecting those along. And we'll do this bottom one first. And again, I need to look now, these are the bottom lines, so I need to find where it intersects those. If they come back, remember we already have these lines projected back to the front of it, so I have a point here, and I also have a point there, so that's 2 more points. Project this other bottom surface, so corner, follow back along, again 2 more there, and finally this portion here of the curve. Okay, so how am I going to get that? Well, I need to get a height here. So again, I have most of my handle now, but I need to find this point and this height, so I need to bring back the height again here from my elevation. So bring that back. Okay, follow that line across from here, and I get my point there. That point is going to join down there. Give me that edge of my handle, and the last, obviously I have another point over there, but I'm not going to see that because of the hidden detail. The last point that I need to find is this one here, so again I can extend on my line. I get that point there. I'll bring back this one here. Those two will join up. So that's the completion of the handle. I'm going to heavy that in now so that you can see it clear. So that's the handle there. Next part that we need to do is we need to do the torch itself, so the lens of the torch. So how are we going to do that? The first thing we have to do, I have it already done, is we need to split up our circle here in elevation, okay, because we're looking straight at it. Now it's important that you split it up 30-60, but that you project, okay, perpendicular here to the true shape of the plane. So remember, this is the true shape of the elevation, okay, or the vertical plane. This is the true shape of it. So all these lines are true lengths. So it's important that you split it up, but you make sure that you're projecting perpendicular like this. So perpendicular to that center line, okay, and you split up your 30-60. Once you have that done, the next thing you need to do is transfer those heights across. So I dropped a line straight down here, okay, parallel, took that height, and I've stepped that off over here on my end elevation. You need to do that for all lines. Now that we have all our heights, we've them transferred over here to the end elevation, we're going to start bringing our points together. So it's the same procedure again. So you'll see the points double up. So 2 and 11 are on the same line here being brought back. So I'll project that line to 11. Again, using my 2H pencil, I'm going to bring back 11 to meet it. So again, that's point 11 there. I'll bring back 2 to meet it, and that's point 2. So I'm going to keep doing that, start building it up, okay, and eventually I'll get a nice curve all the way around. Okay, now that I have the front of the torch done, I can see that these points, okay, there's 2 layers to this, so I'm going to have another curve here. So what I can do is I can move my heights back here. So again, going to set myself up perpendicular. I'm just going to transfer these heights onto the second layer of the torch. So this would be like the glass layer of the torch. Just going to transfer those over, and then I'm going to proceed to bring those heights back exactly the same way, and again bring my points across. So there they are there, and just to show you how they will come back. So again, for this one, let's say take my bottom point here, I'm going to project that back along. Okay, and that one is going to line up with point number 1. So I have this line already extended. Again, this is where you just need a little bit of concentration because you have so many lines at this stage. So I'm going to have point 1 there. So again, it's a matter of bringing your points all the way along. Almost there now, just a couple of more steps. So the next thing I need to do is I need to find where this inner circle, okay, projects out. So I need to get the inner circle, so this smaller one here. And to do that, I'm going to use the same points that we used, so the same 30-60 that we split up. But this time I'm going to have to drop my points from where they cut the small circle. So again, I'm going to have a new point this time. Drop these like so. And the same procedure again. I'm going to step those heights. Okay, across onto my smaller circle. So I'll step them off there. And I'll label them then. So now I have all my points labelled for the inner circle. So again, I have them marked here, the ones that correspond, and we have them all marked in the inside circle. So it's a matter of bringing them back again one at a time. So I'm going to start here with A, project A forward, so this is line A, and then I'm going to project A back here from my end elevation. So I need to project this out a little bit more. And I can see I get a new point inside there now. So do the same for LB, so it seems to match up, or nearly match up. So again, I'll bring back LB, and I'll bring back LB here, and again, they're matching up. So just keep an eye on your lines. Okay, that's my next point. I'm going to bring back B as well. So again, B is going to be in here. So you can kind of see there the bottom of the curve. So again, I'll take KC out here. So project back KC. So I can label that line if I want, KC. Bring back this here. And I'm getting a third point there. So you can begin to see the curve coming